This is Daniel Gaffone for Eat Sleep Boxing Repeat in Manchester, joined by the Jackal Carl Frampton. Just about to get started, about 10-15 minutes for the Joyce Parker weigh-ins. Great heavyweight fight here in Manchester, Carl. Who do you have? What are you excited for?
I don't know. I've been asked this question a number of times and I still don't really know, and we're a day away from the fight now. I don't know who wins the fight. I suppose that's what makes it such an interesting fight, where a lot of people are kind of on the fence. I think it'll be a fight of two halves. I think Parker will win the first half, Joyce will win the second half, but I don't know, it could be as close as a draw here. Genuinely hard one to call. It could be very, very close.
As you say, it's a sign of a great fight when not only is there a split down the middle, people are sort of changing their minds by the hour, it seems. A lot in Joyce's last few fights, you've seen that so juggernaut style, comes forward, sort of takes shots with his chin, but against Dubois we saw a bit more of that sort of amateur style, got behind the jab more. What sort of version of Joe Joyce are you expecting to see in there Saturday night?
I think he'll try and, I don't know, to be honest, I suppose against Dubois it was a little bit more, a bit of a laid back approach than we're typically seeing of Joe Joyce, but from fight 1 to 14 I don't think we've seen much difference. It's just, the juggernaut is a perfect name. He walks forward, he gets nailed, doesn't care, doesn't flinch, kind of can just, no reaction and just plows ahead, and that's got to be very disheartening for someone if you're nailing them with your best shots and there's no effect. I think it'll just be more of the same. It'll be Joyce on the front foot, Parker moving. Parker can move well. He's good feet, but at a point he's going to have to stand and fight as well. And when that happens, I think it's going to be a cracking fight.
You mentioned the sort of movement of Joseph Parker. He's sort of, I think it's fair to say, seen as maybe having the better skills, quicker hands. Do you think he's capable of stopping Joe Joyce, or do you think if the only way Parker's going to win it will be a decision?
No, he's capable of stopping him, certainly. I think that one of Joe's biggest faults is how clean he gets hit and his lack of defence. So, but he knows that, and I'm sure he's trying to brush up on it. But he gets hit clean, and it's them shots, although they don't look like they're having much of an effect, they've got to be having a wee bit of an effect, and over time it's just not good for you. So of course Parker could stop him, and likewise Joyce could stop Parker as well. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Parker's obviously relocated to sort of Team Fury, sort of been adopted, known as Gypsy Joe. Just on Tyson Fury, we've seen all this rumbling of this potential fight with Anthony Joshua, the couch and social media, AJ had agreed to all terms. It's all sort of gone quiet over the last 4 or 5 days. In your heart of hearts, do you think we see that fight?
Yeah, I do. I think we do see it, and I hope we do see it. I think that it's going quiet doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to happen. I think guys will be working in the background because everyone involved in that fight makes a lot of money, so they'll want it to happen. I think a 60-40 split in favour of Tyson Fury is very fair. It's still a great fight, and a lot of people will see AJ's last couple of fights and automatically think Fury's an easy night for Fury. I don't see it like that. I think that Fury's definitely the favourite, but they're big men, and AJ's on a 2-fight losing streak, so he'll be desperate for a win. Hopefully it comes off. That's a monster fight.
You mentioned AJ obviously lost to Usyk last time out in the rematch. After that fight, Eddie Hearn sort of spoke of this rebuilding process. He would have a few fights and then look to go into a big one, maybe tail end of next year. If you're AJ's management team, would you throw him straight in there with Fury so soon after defeat to Usyk?
Nah, I don't know. But it's the money he'll make in this fight. It's hard to say no to that, isn't it? And the Fury fight may not be there in a fight or 2 fights time. This is a game. It's a game about it's a business, and guys want to make a lot of money. AJ is stinking rich, I'm sure, as is Tyson Fury, but the amount of money they'll make in a fight of this magnitude, take the fight. That's what we're in it for.
Just a couple more on you. BT Sport fighter Denzel Bentley, we saw a great performance last time out for the British title against Marcus Morrison. Seems to secure the fight sort of out of the blue with Zanabek. I think he's still the WBO interim title. Big ask for Denzel.
Yeah, it is a big ask, but it's a great opportunity for him. I kind of win-win for him. No one's really expecting him to win, but if he goes in and puts in a good performance and a good showing, could win the fight. But even if he doesn't, but the performance is good, he'll be, I suppose, different. He's in the market to new different people, and Americans will see him, and people in Eastern Europe and the Kazakhs and Asian stuff. A lot more people are going to know about him after this fight, so I think it's a great opportunity for him, and going to be a difficult night for him, but he's a good fighter, and you never know.
Just lastly from me, Carl, not the only action this weekend. Joyce Parker, you've got Shakur Stevenson fighting at a weight you used to get paying at, up at super feather. Seems to be his last fight at super featherweight. Says he's going to be up to lightweight. Obviously some huge names at lightweight: Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, the likes of that. How do you see Shakur faring up at lightweight against the sort of 3 or 4 kings as they're being dubbed?
Yeah, look, that's. I think lightweight is the hot division right now. Super featherweight's a good division as well, but lightweight is where a lot of the big names are. I think that fights with any of them guys you just mentioned are really interesting, difficult to call too. Unbelievable fighter, Shakur Stevenson, really good, really clever, and I think he's got a big enough frame to even go further up, and light welter might be the end for it, maybe even welterweight at a point, and he's young enough as well. I think something that may let him down as he goes up the weight is his punching power. But he's got all the skills in the world, and the punching power it may not even be required. So I think he's a very good fighter.
Cracking weekend of boxing all around, Carl. Really appreciate your time. Not taking any longer. Thanks very much.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, Carl.